Hi there, I'm super excited to have you here with me, channeling and clearing the emotions of being left behind. So this can happen to us in so many different ways and so many different avenues of life. So this is a very important one for us to work with, because so many different times people come into our lives, people come out of our lives, things come into our lives, and things go out of our lives. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and just acknowledge what we're here to do. So either using one of these phrases or in your own words, I want you to state 3 times your intention for this practice. It could be simply, I'm here to clear and channel the emotions associated with being left behind. I'm feeling left behind so frequently, I'm just ready to release what I'm storing. I'm done holding these things inside because I'm feeling left behind and I'm ready to move forward. Whatever you choose to say it 3 times right now. Okay, now we're going to take our beautiful lemon essential oil. We're going to take 3 long, calming, cleansing breaths, allowing this oil to already start to balance the elemental energies in our system, right? This is bringing in strength to our wood and our fire, and it's going to be helping balance that overflow of water and metal. In through our nose, out through our mouth, in through your nose, out through your mouth, and 3 more breaths here, setting the intention. Now we're going to go ahead and take 3 to 5 more beautiful breaths of this wonderful oil while we're pushing on the release point, the base of the skull, right where our skull meets our spine. And we're going to pulsate there to activate the flow of energy through the body and to help us in releasing this sensation of being left behind. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And for me already, I'm feeling an emotional release. Whatever emotions or body sensations you get during this are welcome. There's no judgment, there's no criticism, there's only awareness. 1 more breath here. Now we're going to go ahead and let ourselves think about and call to mind the time, the memory of being left behind, where we have felt left behind, that others have progressed, and here we are. Bring as many sensations, tastes, smells, time of day, what you're wearing, how you feel, into these memories as you can. And let it play out like a movie scene in your mind by either softening your gaze or closing your eyes. Again, whatever emotions show up here, whatever your body is sensing, just acknowledge it and judgments, there's no criticism, there's only curiosity and awareness. If you need a few more minutes here, go ahead and pause the video and come back when you're ready. For those of us that are moving forward, we are now going to go ahead and take our lemon essential oil again, taking 3 to 5 nice long breaths while we're pushing and pulsating on our emotion point about an inch up from the center of our eyebrows. This point is stimulating the emotional response within the body and allowing that free flow of emotion to take place. 2 more breaths here. Now we're ready to tap into the alarm point for this feeling of being left behind. And that alarm point is on our lymph alarm. So we're going to find our collarbone. You can scroll down in the diagram to see the diagram that I'm looking at right now. We're going to find our collarbone. We're going to go in between the intercostal space of our first and second rib. We're going to go under that first rib. And then we're under that second rib, I should say. Then we're going to go on the third rib and kind of hook in on the bottom of it. So we're not in the intercostal space here. We're really on the rib, kind of right where it hooks down. So the rib kind of makes a little bit of a U shape. So we're kind of on the outside, right where it's hooking down. And there's a point on both sides of the body. So for me, you can see I'm using my thumb. And my thumb is facing up, and I'm pressing up and in. So it's not a direct in, but it's a little bit of an up and in. And you'll kind of feel where it's a good spot, because you'll feel, it feels a little sore or a little tender or just a little different than the areas around it. Once you're here, you're going to go ahead and take 3 to 5 beautiful breaths in, acknowledging the balancing of this metal emotion in your system, strengthening the wood, strengthening the fire, and balancing out the metal. One more breath. Now, if you desire, you can pause the video and do the same thing on the opposite side. Okay? But if you're ready to move forward, go ahead and move forward with us. And we're going to acknowledge that equal opposite parallel emotion. And for this, it's unconstrained movement. So typically when we've been left behind, we feel we can't move. And now I want you to embody and remember a time where you felt free to move in any and every direction that you desired. If this is difficult for you, it's okay. Please go ahead and vicariously pull a memory from a loved one or a friend or family member. And if that is still difficult for you to do, please experience this emotion vicariously through a scene you remember in a movie or perhaps that you've read in a book. And again, we're going to close our eyes or soften our gaze and let this scene play out like a movie scene in our mind, pulling as many sensory details into it as we possibly can. Remember, while this is happening, any and every bodily sensation or emotional component that shows up is a good, positive thing. Simply let it come, whether you're laughing, you're crying, you're shrieking, you're giggling, it's all good, it's all powerful, and it's positive movement. Wonderful. If you need more time here, please feel free to pause the video and let your experience continue to play out, and we'll meet you in just a minute. For those of us that are ready to move forward, we're going to go into our next step, and we're going to say our way out, our affirmation. So I'm going to give you 3 phrases that you could say, and I want you to choose one or to come up with your own that embodies the spirit of these phrases that you're going to say out loud with boldness and courage and confidence 3 times. Okay? So you could say, I am free to move forward. You could say, I can move in any direction I choose. You could say, I am free to enjoy the fullness of creation however I desire to. Or again, you can come up with a phrase that embodies this sensation on your own. Go ahead and take the time now to say the statement of your choice 3 times out loud with boldness and courage and confidence. Wonderful. Now we're going to go ahead and take our essential oil, apply it in the palm of your hand, either 1 drop or through the roller. We're going to go ahead and take our index finger, we're going to circle it 3 times for Caryoln Mein. Now we're going to take our index finger and place it in the essential oil drop, and we're going to go ahead and apply it onto that space, onto that alarm point. Okay? Pulsating pressure, and if you're comfortable, you can go ahead and hold the aroma up and take those 3 to 5 deep breaths. Allowing the essential oil to contact this alarm point is allowing more mobility and movement of the energy through the system. So it's a powerful way to release and to invite this beautiful essential oil to bring greater elemental balance into your system. 1 more breath here. Beautiful. Now we're going to go ahead and apply the oil on our thumb, and we're going to take our thumb and index finger, and we're going to press on the points on the back of our head. And you can scroll up and look in the diagram for that. And we're going to take 3 to 5 breaths here. And we're going to solidify what we just accomplished. Allowing it to stay with us so we don't revert back to our prior habit of holding on to these sensations, this emotion of being left behind. and we can embody that we're able to move forward in any and every direction we choose to experience the goodness of creation and to move forward regardless of who's moving forward with us. Now, I always like to close with one beautiful inhalation of this wonderful oil in through our mouths and out through our, in through our nose. I apologize. And out through our mouths. Thank you so much for taking the time to clear and channel this emotion of being left behind with me. Please go ahead and go to the next section and let us know what you just experienced and how this helped you. How are you feeling now? If you have time, please drop me a comment or two regarding your feedback for this course so far, and I look forward to having you in another course and seeing you in our coaching sessions. Have a blessed day and oil away.